Hedgehog Hollows video today. We've got some new equipment, we've got a wireless mic, so hopefully there's no cable going to irritate you throughout the video. But what we're going to make is some graffiti cards like these. So on this side we've got a boy's card for birthday, and on this side I've done a girly thank you card. Both using the same technique. And I'm going to show you both using the girly colours and the boy colours as well. And these are the new in colours that are coming out in the new catalogue June 1st. So you've got the Sweet Sugar Plum, Peekaboo Peach, Flirty Flamingo, Emerald Envy and Dapper Denim. So I'm going to pop these to the side for now and we'll get going with our cards. So we're going to start off with our girly card. Grab all of our bits. So for the sample, just to show you what sets I used, I used another thank you, which is currently available, and I used Thankful Thoughts for this lovely little sentiment. So if you could see my face, you'd see the smile you put on it, and that is from an upcoming set, which is in the new catalogue called Thankful Thoughts. But you can use any sentiments, and that's why I try and show you a couple of different colour combinations or the same card with different stamp sets, so that you can make it yourself with whatever supplies you do have. Or if you want the supplies I've used, there's a link underneath the video. You'll see my blurb, and there you can find a link to purchase anything that I've used in the tutorials, as well as all your cutting instructions and some up-close videos of the cards as well, so you can follow those as well. So the first thing I want to do is I want to make my wall background. So you need the Brick Wall Sizex embossing folder that's in the catalogue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Sahara Sand. Now you could use Crumb Cake, you could use Smoky Slate, what other light colours have we got? They're probably your best ones for this card. I saw this at On Stage a couple of weeks ago. A demonstrator showed us this technique. But you could use any pad. I mean, if you want to use a soft sky or a pink pirouette for a girl, you could do that too. Let me just move my load out from underneath. So the first thing I'm going to do, so this is the raised side of the embossing folder, and this is the inverted dimpled side. So you want to take the raised side and you're going to pop over your ink pad like this. And it doesn't matter if it shows up on some of those. And then what you do is pop your plain piece of cardstock inside, any way you like, close it up, run that through your big shot, or you can just use it to stamp out on. So if I stamp that down now and open up, so this isn't embossed, you can see I've got a nice brick wall pattern. So if you didn't want to emboss it, you could just do that too. Once you run it through, you get an embossed piece that looks like this. And in true Blue Peter style, here's one I made earlier. I'm just going to pop this to the side for now. And these are all the pieces that I've used for the girly cards. So I've taken a 12 by 12 piece of the craft paper, and I've cut it in half, so that'll give you 2 cards. So your card's going to be a 6 by 6. And then if you're going to do 3 layers, I suggest you cut a 5 3/4 inch square, a 5 1/2 inch square, a 5 1/4 inch square, and then your brick wall would be a 5 inch square. If you're going to do the 2 layers, I have used slightly different measurements, but again, you can mix them up depending how you want to go. Now, one tip I'm going to give you with the craft cardstock is I never ever pre-score my card bases. I just fold them out with my bone folder and off I go. But with the craft, I found that I didn't get a good fold, so I'm just going to, that's 6 inches, which is there. I'm going to use my Simply Scored, and that'll give me a nice fold line. You might wonder what this tape is for. I was folding the other day, embossing the other day, about 30 or 40 card bases for a class, and I just put this tape on there to show me exactly where the line was, and it was just so much easier to just keep going with the tape on. So that's something you might want to do. You can use the markers, but I just found they were too far up, and the tape was much easier for what I was doing and the number that I was doing. So I'm going to fold along that fold line. And we're going to grab our bone folder just to crease that up. Excuse me if you hear me blowing my nose. We're all got colds in the house this weekend, perfect for the bank holiday. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick my layers on so that I'm ready to go. Grab my snail. And of course it runs out halfway through. Quickly grab our refill. If you've never used the snail, it's absolutely brilliant. There's no peeling anything off. And there is times that I do prefer using the tear tape. And all you do is clip in and you're off and running again. There we go. And it would not be the first time that I've stuck this in the wrong place, or stuck it down on my card the wrong way round, or I'll share with you on my sample. The reason I had to use my banner framelit is because I put the sentiment on upside down. But it came out all fine in the end. So that's our 3 layers. So now we can stamp our graffiti wall before sticking it on. So here's our graffiti wall. I've got my 3 ink pads. So I've got my Peekaboo Peach, my Flirty Flamingo, and my Sweet Sugar Plum. I'll just grab my sample again to show you what we're doing. So this is our graffiti card in our girly theme. This is here where I actually stamped this one on underneath upside down, which is why I just popped it out on a banner using my banner punch afterwards. So for my girly one, I'm going to use Groovy Love, and we need some plastic blocks. So I'm going to have some spotty hearts, and we'll have a zebra hearts. Yeah, that fits. And then I'm going to use Celebrate Today for my sentiments. All stuck together. And we'll need Happy Birthday. So that's our birthday. There's our happy. We'll have a nice spotty bow to match, and we'll use our pennants as well. That should be everything we need out there. So as always, I just stick them on the front of my case. I think the camera will catch the edge of what I'm doing here. That's just so I don't lose them. So first of all, we'll stamp out a couple of hearts. And we'll have a Flirty Flamingo heart. And I've got a few of my other we've got the Sweet Sugar Plum. So we'll have happy. The other side we'll pop our birthday. Give that a quick scrub. Use something else. We'll go for pink, happy, and then we'll go for the peach birthday, like so. And then we just want to fill in the gaps, so we'll grab a little block, pop that on there, and we'll have a couple of nice bows. We'll grab our pennant, pop that on the block. What have we not got? We haven't got much pink. So we'll have a pink banner, and we'll have a purple banner off to the side. I'm going to do a quick scrub. And we'll have a Peekaboo Peach across the top. We'll have one on either corner, and we'll go for another Sweet Sugar Plum at the bottom. What else can we add on? Let's have a love out of here as well. I've got my little block Love. And you can just keep filling in the gaps with different colours, different stamps, but that will do for today. So there's my graffiti happy birthday on a girly theme. I'm just going to pop my ink pads away because I have a habit of sticking my fingers into them and smearing it all over my cards. Pop those into that. And we'll do the same with our spiral sand. Our card base, put some tape on it, make sure we've got it the right way around, and then we're going to stick down a happy birthday. And that'd be really good for any teenage girl, or I'd love to receive that in the post even now, so lots of different age groups. And here's your thank you in the girly colours as well. So you could pop up a heart if you wanted to. You could pop up a sentiment. There's lots of different variations you can make. So what I'm going to show you now is the same technique using the brick wall. But we're going to do a boy's card. And this was a boy's birthday. Really great for teenagers or someone slightly older. And this was using one of the new sets we've been able to pre-order from the new catalogue, which is called Confetti Celebration. I've got some fantastic ideas I can show you in another video using this set for some shaker cards. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use No Bones About It, which has been really a popular set from the current catalogue and is carrying over. And we're going to make something for sort of a younger boy, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7, that sort of age group. And we're going to make that. So exactly the same. So this is the other half of my piece of 12 by 12 craft cardstock. And then I've done 2 layers, but because I've done 2 layers, one in the emerald emery, one in the dapper denim, and you could substitute while you're waiting for the new ink colours to come out. So this layer is 5 1/2. This layer is 5, and then I actually did this one at 4 1/2. So it just gives you a different idea of sizes and laying them up, so you get to see a bit more of the layers. So firstly, I'm just going to score this piece. It's a little bit snug where I film my videos. My desk's actually a lot bigger than the little bit you get to see. Whoa, my hand's not very steady today. Bit too much Lamborghini last night. There we go. And we'll fold that over with our bone folder. Make sure our corners meet nicely. And you get a really nice fold, and that will actually stay folded, so when someone wants to stand it up, it'll look really pretty for them as well. So I'm just going to get rid of these stamps onto my case that I was using for the last card, because we need the blocks. And if you wonder when I'm doing my videos, I use these boxes from IKEA. Let's just check what they're called. They're called Rationale. I don't know if you can still get them. If not, I use these ones, which I get off Amazon, which are £5. They're a curver plastic rattan basket. And when I'm making my sample, everything goes into these boxes so that when I'm videoing you, I hopefully have everything to hand. So I'm going to do, again, is just stick on my layers. So we're going to stick down our emerald envy. And you could use one of the current greens. Probably want one of the brights for these. So something like Old Olive, Bermuda Bay. You could use Cucumber Crush as well, which is one of the current in colours that's not retiring. And then there's plenty of blues. You could use a Night of Navy if you wanted to go for something a bit darker. There's Tempting Turquoise, which goes really nicely with the Bermuda Bay. So you've got lots of different options depending on what you want to be doing. And you could do yellows and pinks or purples, whatever the recipient of your card likes. I'm going to show you the Emerald Envy and my Dapper Denim and my No Bones About It, which is brand new. So for the old photopolymers, I haven't done it on this one yet, but I'll do it after the video. I will get 4 glue dots and stick these down on my cases, so I know exactly what's in there. And then I'll lay this one over the top and lay that one over the top there. On the newer ones I do the same, but your stamps are actually stuck to this side, so it's a bit easier to keep track of them. But you will find as I use them I tend to stick them back on the printed one. So let's move our adhesive out of the way. We'll have a skeleton. We'll have a solid dinosaur. We'll go for another skeleton. Some leaves, party hat, and we'll have no bones about it, and raw means you're an awesome dinosaur. There we are, that should do our wall. Now, because these are new photopolymer stamps, when I stick them to my block, before I use them, I just rub them on the dry side of my stamping scribe. And you can probably see that they go a bit duller. So if that's one that I haven't done, and that's one that I have on the block, it just takes off the chemical residue from how they make the photopolymers. And you'll find you get a much better image. So, raw means you're an awesome dinosaur. You can probably hear Tilly in the background as well. I'm just going to stick these in the back. For now. And we'll go for a nice proper denim. Of our page. Apologies if you can also hear the washing machine in the background. This is real life. This is being mum and stamping. Now we're going to fill in leaves on that one. We've got our party hat on that one, so he can have a blue party hat. Just pop that off. Ooh, got an extra stab. He can have a green party hat, and you could add some bling onto these as well if you wanted to add some of your So I'll be right back with you, stampers. There's someone knocking at the front door, and we'll be up to finish our video. Hi, so we're back again. Sorry, Greg forgot his keys at the door. So, wait. Right, we've stamped our graffiti wall with our dinosaurs. We've added some hats on, and now we just need to mount it up onto our card. So we'll grab our card base, tape up as usual. Make sure it's the right way up, and we can stick it on. And there we go. So that would be perfect for a young boy or girl if they like dinosaurs. And there we are. So that's using the same colours, just a different stamp set. The same technique by inking up your brick wall with Sahara sand. So that's just if you stamp it. That's if you ink and then emboss it. And that's the embossing folder. But as always, there'll be a link underneath the video to the blog, which will have all your cutting instructions for the two different cards. It will have a shopping list of current products, and I will update the blurb under the video with a new blog post when the new catalogue comes out if you wanted to order some of the new colours and stamp sets. Anyway, happy stamping, and thanks for joining us today. We'll see you again soon. Bye.